Well, hello everybody. Let's
Welcome, welcome,
go.
welcome.
Listen. Hi everybody. I am Tila Kid. I am super excited. This is like y'all don't understand. I'm really trying not to cry, but I have been threatened that if I do cry tonight, I'm not supposed to be crying. So everybody has threatened me about crying, but you don't know how hard it's been. God has blessed us to
That's
get this
right.
bad boy going, and I'm
Hey,
excited. Me and my sister Jessica, we have been doing this. Gotta stop crying. Okay, we have been doing this for some time now, and I'm excited because you know what? For one thing, it's like we have the opportunity to help a lot of people.
that's
From
right.
from all the hard work we've put in a lot of time, and we're going to be try. Our whole goal is to try to share with you all what we've been doing and how we've been successful with the NFT space. For a lot of you guys, I mean, a lot of you guys may even not even know what an NFT is, and so
That's
we're
right.
going to try to break this down. So if you're new, yeah, you're gonna be like, what are these people even talking about? Because that's the same thing we said when we first got started. It was like, what are these people even talking about? They want to buy this picture for like $100,000. Are they crazy or what?
That's
But
right.
trust me, there's a lot of crazy people out there that are looking to buy these things and buy these items. But again, my name is Tiala Kid. We are just honored that you have tuned in with us to start listening to us to find out more about NFTs. I am happily married to my husband George, and I have two beautiful kids, Majesty and Miles. And that's we're based out of thank God out of California. We're California folks over here. But again, that's a little bit about me. We've been in the NFT space, and then I'll let my sister talk. And actually, just so everybody knows, we are really like sisters. We're like
Okay.
blood sisters. That she's my baby sister. I always say my baby sister, but she's the youngest sister. There's eight of us. Actually, there's nine of us, and she's the baby girl. And so my parents have been a blessing in our life as far as helping us. My dad, who's passed away, would be very proud of us.
That's right.
So but again, we are here to share with you about the NFT space to help you guys to get started. Because, like I said, it's very some great information that you definitely want to know, need to know, and so that's what we're going to hopefully be able to share with you. So, sis, I'll let you go ahead and say a little bit about yourself if you'd like to go ahead and say something.
Oh yeah, I'm Jessica Richardson, as most you know. If not, I'm currently in Las Vegas. I have two kids and take care of also some of my nieces and nephews. So we're based out of Las Vegas currently. I've been in the NFT space now, like my sister said, over a year. We've been getting a lot of knowledge and information and a lot of different resources that we hope to put out there for you guys. And so, just to sum it up a little bit about me. But we definitely want to start getting you guys involved with a lot of this because there's a lot of wealth to be made. And so we want to
Mhm.
make sure our family and friends know about it. You're making money not even having to leave the house. So we definitely want to make sure we're putting this information and knowledge out there for you guys. So yeah, so we can get
Good
ready to get
stuff.
started.
Good
Yeah.
stuff. So again, and I just like I said, from what you guys were saw the intro video, we own those NFTs. We are very proud to say we own those
That's right.
NFTs that you saw in the video that for the intro. Again, God has blessed us to be able to find some great projects to be invested in. My sister Jessica, I will tell you, has spent a lot of time and has helped me a whole bunch. And what we're going to talk about tonight, is that well, actually, I said so. New people, the goal is that we're trying to start some things for people who are new, so that you can get a better understanding. Because trust me, there's a lot of aspects of saying, well, hey, how do you go in and use Ethereum to buy these things, or how do you use crypto to buy these things? Most of you guys don't even understand crypto. So let's start there. We're not even going to try to put that part on you at the very beginning. So at the very beginning, our whole goal will be is trying to find different projects that you guys can actually get into, to where you can say, hey, you know what, I got a debit card, or I can use my bank card to go
Right.
in and buy some of these NFTs so that you can actually get involved. Because again, there are a lot of levels to knowing about crypto. There's a lot of levels to understanding how this particular space works. But once you know this bad boy, you're gonna be like, they crazy. I ain't going nowhere. Everybody would tell me like, you buy an NFT, you like buy virtual, like you buy virtual land. And by day, I'm a real estate broker, but I buy virtual land now. I'm like, you don't have no tenants, you don't have
That's right.
nobody that call you, and you can rent the land. You can and be invested in the games. Just I think we need to talk about even just in general, as so because we may have new people that don't even understand an NFT. And I always say, I try to break it down because you can go non fungible tokens and all of
That's
those
right.
different things, which is what it means. But at the same time, just in general, to me, I always just say it's like a unique item.
Right.
That's simple. It's a unique item. So just I don't know if you want to do some input on that, because sometimes Jessica's like a little bit way more techier than me. But I'd be like, look, it's just a unique item. It's like, you bought a ticket to a concert and now you can use that ticket for the concert. It's that. But Jessica, go ahead. I'll let you input on some
Oh
of that
yeah,
too.
to go a little more into that, in regards to non-fungible token and NFTs, there are many different types of NFTs. They are a digital asset that's recorded to the blockchain. That might go over your head a little bit, but that's just basically meaning it's verified by a blockchain. It cannot be altered. There's game assets. So instead of your kids playing Google Play games and putting money into assets they can never own, in skins like Fortnite and things, they're actually able to own those assets. They can own the skins of the players, they can own the swords, and they can also sell those swords. So you're teaching your kids to invest in items and invest in their time in themselves as well. So there's a lot of games you see as in collectibles. You see different forms of art in NFTs. And truthfully, NFTs will be in every type of industry. You can use it in your business in ways that you probably can't even imagine right now. So it is a way to verify. It's a digital asset, but it's verified on the blockchain. And so with that, it cannot be altered. And we know a lot of times problems, things like fraudulent with papers and things like that. So NFTs are a very futuristic thing. So you probably can imagine all of the things currently to what they can go for. But the NBA Top Shots and some other projects, Board Apes, Blancos, and things like that we're going to go over, you're going to see exactly how NFTs are being used, how a lot of people that are out there in the industry that are already like Steph Curry and things like that are already involved in this. And so a lot of people, everyday people, we've been living life and going through things. And a lot of people that have this money is already invested in these projects and they know about it. And truthfully, you can get in on the ground when things are only $75, $250, $750, and they turn to $50,000. And
Mhm.
so a lot of times that goes over people's heads because it just doesn't seem realistic. But with this knowledge that we're going to give you and hopefully this information, you'll learn a lot of things about NFTs.
Yeah, and I think it's one of those things. I think a lot of people get shocked, and like I said, listen. Let's just be real clear. We'll have nothing to sell you. So if you tune in thinking like at the end they're gonna offer us something, that's
Nope.
not us. We don't have nothing to sell you today. It's like we're really trying to get out here to help others get a better understanding of NFTs. To say, hey, you know what? If the big boys are putting their money in some of this stuff, you need to be paying attention.
That's
And
right.
a lot of time we'll look at them like, oh, it's a scam. They're talking about that crypto stuff, or they that's a scam thing going over there. If you don't know it and you haven't looked into it, stop calling it a scam.
That's
Because
right.
do you think that people are spending? Okay, so like you were talking about a little earlier, Jessica, even with Steph Curry. Okay, you think he's spending like over 100 something, 100, over $150,000 over for a board ape? And
That's
I'll
right.
show you what a board ape looks like. You think he's spending that to say it's a scam? No, there's no
Nope.
way they're spending that kind of money. But
That's right.
and I know it's hard for people to understand or to think about that people are spending $100,000 on some of these NFTs, but that's not even one of some of the expensive stuff. You have people who will come in and spend $400,000, $500,000, $1 million on NFTs. Now, do you have to? You're obviously you're not going to start at that position, but
That's
there are a lot of people who've been in the NFT space who have made so much money who are buying stuff like that and
that's
spending $150,000, $200,000, $500,000, and they don't even blink about it. But because I think, like I said, so again, the first thing that I would really kind of tell people as far as again, as far as saying, hey, if you really don't know it, stop calling it a scam and research it. And then if you want to call it a scam, you call it a scam.
that's right.
I have nothing to sell you again. So a couple things that I did want to say because we do have some other things that we're actually still working on our backside. Because like I said, we're trying to get this thing out to get more people to know. We will be having a Discord also, to try to help give you guys a little bit of
Some
support.
additional. There we go.
That will be coming out. We'll have that ready for you guys. Hopefully next week or the week after that. That'll be up and running for you all to get more information about NFTs. Just another note, as far as listen, you will never, ever, ever get a message from me or anybody that's in my group that says, hey, send me some money. We need some money, or please send me your secret passphrase. You're not getting that from us. We don't need your money. So just be, because there are a lot of now that's a scam. I will tell you that there are people who are literally doing those things in the crypto space who are sending people direct messages. Whether you're on the especially if you're like in some of our Discord channels, if you're in those channels and you get someone that direct messages you and said, hey, you know what, send me your seed phrase or send me this Ethereum. No,
No.
you will never be able to say Tiala told me to send you nothing. I don't need it. So I'm never going to send you that. Jessica's never going to send you that. So please be aware of those things that, as far as that part, there are definitely some people out there that are doing those things and asking those things, but it definitely will not be us at all. I
Right.
promise you. Okay. And please let us know if you do get messages like that, because if they are anywhere in our group, because again, we are going to be doing a free group to try to help a lot of people. They won't be in the free group. We don't need people like that. We're here to try to help people, to try to make to get a better understanding of the NFT space. So okay, Jessica, I'm gonna share my screen real quick,
Let's
because I know
get
we were
into it.
talking about we want to kind of talk a little bit about NBA Top Shot. And so I know I got to look at a couple screens here.
And yeah, until the elaborate, NBA Top Shots has been out for a while. We were in it on the first drops, so we knew about it before it even like we're actually coming out with the drops. But to go into that, it's the one that most people know and it's mainstream, and so everybody knows NBA Top Shots. Everybody know if the NBA is involved, it's literally going to be a legit program or a legit project to get involved with. So. Definitely, we're going to go over NBA Top Shot just because it's that project that a lot of mainstream people have
Mhm.
caught on to, but there's still only about 1 million people that are buying NBA Top Shots. So it's so untapped. And so you can go ahead and we're going to go over
Okay.
the Steph Curry.
Yeah, I'm going to talk about Steph Curry a little bit. So this is what everybody's thinking, like, oh my God, what did he pay $180,000 for? Okay, he not only paid $180,000 for this board ape, but he actually changed it to his Twitter feed, his Twitter picture. So again, you don't you're gonna, when you're in the NFT space, you're really gonna have to try to shift your mind to say, well, man, people aren't buying that, or who's buying that, or why would they buy that?
That's right.
This is considered a board ape, and the reason why you buy these, or the reason why you invest in some of these things, is the floor price on these board apes this weekend. And I know we're not talking about board apes, but tonight, but board apes, the base floor over this past weekend when these things were starting to pump up was $200,000.
Ridiculous.
Literally, you own a board ape, all you do is go on your thing, put it up for sale for the lowest floor price, $200,000. Now you have to remember on these things, and it's not one of those scenarios where we're gonna sit here and tell you that, hey, every single time you come in here and you buy something at $50, or you buy something at $800, you buy something at $2,000, you're gonna make all this money. I'm not gonna tell you that.
That's right.
But I can tell you there is a lot of money to be made. These initially, when I initially was talking to some other people as far as getting invested in some of these things, were less than $2,000, and most of them they were like $800. So a lot of people bought these at $800, $1,500, $2,000, and now the floor price, if they wanted to go on and just click a button on their phone, they could literally take $155,000 or $146,000 today by
Yeah.
simply clicking the button and saying, I'll take that $146,000. And that's if the price of Ethereum hasn't gone up. And like I said, I know we're talking about crypto. I'm trying not to confuse you guys, but in crypto terms, that's what crypto terms this amount calculates to, is about $150,000. But someone could literally go take right now, and that wouldn't even be selling it at the current floor price. And so, if you don't believe me, let me just show you real quick, just and then we'll go over to NBA Top Shot real quick. So
Yes.
this is the board apes. So you saw the Steph Curry picture. This is the board ape. And like I said, and this is going to be in Ethereum. The 42 floor price is Ethereum. And I said I don't want to confuse you guys, because the Ethereum current price I think is about $3,700 a coin. So if I just simply click the buy now button on the board apes, the floor price right now is 42 Ethereum. So if I said, well, hey, you know what? I really want to go on and I want to buy this board ape. So I would simply click that button there. And you see what that price says right there? $159,207.30. Currently, this person who owns this particular board ape has an offer of someone that if they wanted to go click a button and then in the next 8 hours, they could take an offer for $139,874.98 right now, today. They wouldn't, why would you sell it for 36 Ethereum if the base floor is at 42? So again, if someone's in a rush and they're like, well, hey, I just need to sell this because I want to sell it. Yeah, they could just click the button, but it won't be me.
Yeah, and to add to that, the Board Apes it's a community behind a lot of these projects. So and there's a count. So there's maybe only 10,000 of these Board Apes, and so you cannot buy anymore. And a lot of people that are involved are not selling. like they got a certain status now, and so the board ape it gives you clout. It's like it's major to a lot of people that actually are in it. So it's definitely something to look at. But definitely, as you see up here, there's a 10,000 count on those board apes, so that creates a scarcity for those items because there's never going to be any more of those items made. So yeah.
That's a good point.
Mhm.
That's a very good point. So again, it's not a thing as far as, hey, we're trying to tell you to come in here, get to come start getting in NFTs at 42 Ethereum or 104. That is not what we're saying. If you don't know nothing about nothing, that's definitely not what we're saying. So let's clear the table and we'll just understand we are not financial advisors. So let's just really get that clear. We're not your financial advisor. We're not here to tell you what to invest in, what not to invest in. We're just trying to give you some ideas as far as some of the things that we have invested in that have done very, very well for us, and just to show you the potential of what things can go to. Do everything we get into go up to this kind of money? No. But guess what? When we come over here and we talk about something like the NBA Top Shot, okay? We invested, my sister, thank you, Lord. Thank you, Jessica. Appreciate you, sis. My sister Jessica would tell me, sis, I have to share a story with y'all too. My sister Jessica would tell me, hey, we need to go buy these NBA Top Shot cards. And I was like, these cards are like invisible. Because see, I collected cards and I had the Jordan cards, the little paper card. I was like, I got those cards. I'm cool. I understand those cards. But I was like, you want me to go spend money on these cards that I don't even like get to hold, or they never come to my wallet. I never get to see them. They're not gonna be in my house. They're just gonna be in this invisible wallet. And she was like, yeah, sis, you need to go buy some. And I was like, I go tell my husband, like, baby, listen, I know this don't make no sense, but Jessica told me that I need to probably go buy like 10 more packs of those cards. And I'd be like, okay, Lord, I'm gonna go in here and go buy 10 more packs of these cards. I don't know why I'm buying them, but am I happy I bought them bad boys? So thank you, sis. I really appreciate you again.
Anytime.
I mean, every drop. And it was funny. We
And
used to sit there. Oh, go ahead, Jessica.
oh no, and I will say a lot of people didn't see the vision of the NBA Top Shots, and
Mhm.
probably still currently don't. And we're going to go over a little bit more how even utilities are in those NBA Top Shots, and other things are built out if you're even a collector on them. But if you've been thinking about it as a collectible item, a lot of people don't realize COVID-19 happened. A lot of these games that came out in that first drop, nobody was able to sit in the stands or see. And so it's having that digital collectible for that time frame is very valuable. If you don't realize that currently, even down the line, you will, it's going to be history. So, getting in there, and if you don't understand it, I would tell my sisters, it ain't got to make sense. It got to make dollars. And that's what
Yep.
it is, because that is exactly what happens. So, you definitely, some of it's not going to make sense to you at all, but it
Mhm.
will make you some good money. So just think of it from a history perspective, as well as like, hold on, nobody was in those games. Nobody got to see that in this stuff. So it's a lot of different ways you can think about that, and start investing in some of these moments.
Yeah. And I agree with you, even as far as what you're saying, as far as I know a lot of people who, well, not, and I said, and I know we're talking to a lot of new people who have probably never even heard about NBA Top Shot, but there's some other people, that we know that have actually been investing in NBA Top Shot for some time. And there
Yes.
were some frustrations as far as, hey, you couldn't get your money out at a certain time. But a lot of those things have been fixed. And a
Mhm.
lot of things as far as, even some of the big people who've invested in some of these things, some portfolios, your portfolios have gone, okay, so hypothetically, when we were buying these packs of cards, there were packs of cards you could buy for like $9. They were $9 a pack, and they wouldn't even sell out. And I would be like, Jessica would be like, go buy some more cards. I'm like, I'm not buying no more of these sorry $9 packs of cards.
Yeah, we didn't think that would be money.
Man, if I had just literally those $9 packs of cards could have easily turned into $10,000 on some of those cards. It was literally that they were that valuable for those cards. But now it's like so we're talking about NBA Top Shot, but just understand, if you're trying to participate in NBA Top Shot, everybody's trying to participate. It's like it's not really a secret anymore to where you can come on here, and when they would have a drop, when we first started, they would have a drop, and cars would be on there for like extra 3 days, a week. And we'd be
Yes,
like, well, I think I'm gonna go back and buy a couple more packs of those $9 cards. Now it's like, if you get one, you blessed.
that's
But
right.
don't get frustrated. Point being of saying that is, don't get frustrated if you do come over here and try to buy some of the packs and you can't get them. It's just going to be a part of what you're doing. But again, we're trying to find something for where you guys can at least get started with buying some packs. This is going to be your first thing. This is a guarantee for you on your first NFT buy. You can come right up over to NBA Top Shot, get started. This is a get started pack. It costs you $9. You can get started. It's like you're new. They're going to give you a pack of cards. It might be the only pack you get for a little while,
Right.
but at least you get started for the $9.
And to add to that, it's still in beta. People have to
Mhm.
realize that. So people were getting upset about stuff, but it's still in beta. So you have to understand this, they're growing and they're learning as they go as well. And so there's so many people that have now found out about them. But like she said, come over here, get the starter pack. There's certain packs that are guaranteed for you if you don't have a certain amount of cards, and you can still start growing your base from even series number 2. So, and we'll also even show the marketplace. You don't have, if you can't get packs, you can go buy them from the marketplace. So
Mhm.
if you know players that you know or think will do good and be successful, you can also come over here and start searching those as well and investing.
And I don't know if y'all see this on the screen. I'm not trying to be biased to the men, but I don't know if y'all know, but the WNBA made it over here to the
Okay.
NBA Top Shot. I was like, let's go. So the
That's it.
WNBA had just dropped. And so
Literally.
uh, I did do the showcase on here. I got the cards and got a showcase. So I did get a free additional card for doing the showcase on here on NBA Top Shot. But again, frustration as far as I think, and let's just talk about frustration even as far as when how I look at it. I know a lot of people were frustrated because their portfolios dropped, but at the same time, when you come over here and you look at, okay, maybe you bought one of the higher packs of cards, which was $230 at the time. That was the highest pack of cards. Okay, $230 pack of cards. Most of the cards you could sell one if you had. I think it was either 6 or 9 cards. I can't remember now how many cards you got in that pack. If you sold one card out of there was always going to be pretty much one card in there that you could sell for no less than $1,000, and most of the time it was more than $1,000.
That's
So
right.
it was like I don't the frustration. I get the frustration to a point. So again, if you're going to buy a $200 pack of cards that you let's just say you could only sell it for the cards that you have it for double the money, or even for an additional $200, that is still like a no brainer to me, especially if it's something where it's new, you're trying to get involved within the NFT space. I'm not saying that every pack of cards that come out now are like, oh, you're going to get a great card. I'm not saying that, but you're paying $9 for some of these packs of cards.
Mm-hmm.
If you just happen to get one that's right. So if I go over to the marketplace, we'll talk about the marketplace a little bit. But if I come to the marketplace tab, come on, computer here. There we
And
go.
just there was a question. There is no current wait list currently right now for this. There are sometimes drop queues. So when you come over to try to join a job, you'll get a number, and depending on how many cards are out, getting packs are getting dropped in that queue, you may be able to get in. So there's no current wait list right now. You get a guaranteed pack if you a starter pack. So just wanted to add that.
Thank you for saying that. Appreciate it. So if I just came up and I just checked, tried to see what cards LeBron has up for sale. So again, most of these packs of cards that you see here, most of these were inside a pack of cards. So someone either paid, let's say if it was $29, some of the packs have been $99. They did have some packs at one point that were even as high as $1,000. But I was like, how many can I buy? Because again, when we were buying some of these packs, it's like, okay, even a pack of cards, and it's hard. I know it's like you're like $1,000 for a pack of cards. You're like, okay, $1,000 for a pack of cards, but you knew one of the cards in there is going to be worth several $1,000s. I'll take the chance. I'll
That's
take the
right.
chance. But all of these cards that you see here, someone either bought these in a $9 pack of cards up to a $100 pack of cards. Like these over here, I think these were like $29 at the
That's
time,
right.
Jessica, if you remember
Yes.
the finals. These were like $29 a pack. This is the floor on this particular card. So if I click this LeBron card, I could come right here and say, okay, the lowest price right now, if I wanted to buy, is $5,900. If I click select and buy, you'll see that this changes. So the higher the card number, if the card number is number one or number two, you get card number one on LeBron. Y'all remember to come back and remember me. Okay, remember me.
If you ever get a pack,
And you get that number one. Remember us, sister. Just say, hey, remember us. We had told you.
tell you what.
but some of these number ones, like you don't normally see the number one cards because it used to be that you could go on here and the highest you could list a card for was I think 100,000 at the time. Now I think it went up to $1 million now. So you see like here, card number 109, they have it listed for $1 million. This is that same $29 pack of cards that they got this 109 card out of.
That's right.
So again, it's not one of those things where you're sitting there saying, "Well, is this going to happen to you?" I can't guarantee that. But if you bought a $9 pack of cards, it could. I'm not going to say it can't, but I'll take the chance.
Yes.
Even if you bought a $9 pack of cards and you got $100 for it, it's worth the risk. And so again, these are all the cards. So the lowest card number that you can get is going to be card number 541. And actually, there's two. So if I were looking, this is how I would normally do mine. I'm like, okay, card 541 or 534. Which one? This is a better number. I'm gonna buy this one. So I'm gonna buy the one that's 534, because someone else that might be really into the numbers thing will come in and say, well, hey, you know what? I'll pay a little bit more for a card. But this is how you would come on here. As far as doing a little bit of a search on some of the players. I'm trying to see what his number. It's not even for sale. But this is how you would come on here as far as trying to do a purchase on. If you wanted to come in and just buy certain cards, you could definitely come on here and see what's the lowest price for that particular player that is currently going for. And then what's the other? If I scroll on down, huh, Jessica?
If you scroll on down, you get the highest sales overall
Okay.
ever. Mhm. Yeah,
Okay.
and then they'll give you the dates. See,
So,
everything's blockchain recorded, so every transaction that happens.
mhm. So on September 1st, had a sale for $6,475. This ain't my record. I'm not here to tell you to make up. This is what their things. You can check any of these on here because, like Jessica said earlier, it's all on the blockchain. So card number 35, so for $11,000 on the 28th. So people, so again, it's not to say, look at all of this. It's a matter of saying people are buying this. Just because you don't believe it
That's
doesn't
right.
mean people aren't doing it. You're thinking like, who would pay $10,000 for this LeBron moment? This person paid $10,000 for LeBron's moment. Literally, I said if I could show you what it looked like. So I don't know if my sound, if you can hear the sound, but it's. I mean, the NBA Top Shot, they did the thing. I mean, because they put the music on there for you. Um, you get to see the moment, and they got some nice beats on any packs. Each pack pretty much kind of like has different beats on it. They did good. They did really
They
good
did
on
real
their
good.
beats, like real good.
And yet,
So
even with these, each pack, each card only has a certain count. Only there's certain quantities that only have 75 cards. There's certain quantities that have only like 2,000, 15,000, 30,000, and that gives it its scarcity. So that's why some of these cards will be more valuable. It may only have 1,000 count in it. And you're talking about millions of NBA fans, and a lot of those NBA fans aren't even tapped into this market right now. And so you have to look at it like you're fresh. And like she was saying with the WNBA, that one started literally just this last week. That's season one on that. That's where we got in. So on the NBA Top Shots, the men. So yeah, so you have to start thinking about NBA Top Shots. They built in utilities with these cards. You can use them to get VIP games. I mean VIP experiences to go to games, tickets. There's a lot of different things that since it's in a smart contract that the creator, who's Dapper Labs Roham, whoever. I'm sorry, I didn't have to even go into that, but the creator put a lot of different work behind that because you'll realize we did a lot of research. And so Crypto Kitties is another NFT that we actually got involved in. And the reason we got involved in NBA Top Shots was because of Crypto Kitties. So those were selling for like $100,000. You're like kitties that you can breed on the market. But and just speaking to that, the gentleman who did Crypto Kitties also did it's part of NBA Top Shots. So there's a lot of things in the background and a lot of research that we've done our homework on into some of these platforms that we know that they're not going anywhere. Like Dapper Labs have a $7.5 billion evaluation. They have enough money to carry themselves through how long? So it is important to know what NFT projects to invest in. Literally now, when we were out, there was NFT project coming here and there. We can go to Axie. We can jump around and go to Blancos. We can go jump around to different. But now you got about 10 to 20 NFT projects that are coming out a day. So it's very important to know which ones to invest in. But we want to start you off with the NBA Top Shots and things like that we know you're familiar with, that you can easily come on there and use your debit card to purchase those with. You don't have to get a MetaMask or a Trust Wallet or anything. And so we can go over some more of the NBA Top Shots or some of the sales history as well, and just show them some of that stuff as well
yeah,
for even the
okay.
women's, I guess.
and I did a filters too. So what I did over here is I went over to click filters on the homepage, and then I was just trying to see because you can either see the NBA and the win, either in the men, but I just clicked WNBA so that way I could just see WNBA players on here. So if I wanted to come right here, so these were I think were the $9 packs. So we'll just go to Brittany Griner, or yeah, we can go to Brittany. So here the low card for the Brittany Griner moment is $26 currently. The top sale for Brittany Griner has been $2,500. Someone paid $9 for these packs. I think was it $9? I can't remember. Was it $9? I think it was $9 for these packs just this past week, and they sold it for $2,500. So if you come here to select and buy, again, you're going to see the cards that are closer to the number one or number two that are definitely going to be worth more money. The further the cards go down, you're like, okay, that card, the value is going to continue to either decrease down some. So you'll see again, $9 pack of cards. All these people still have these up for sale. Does it mean that they're going to sell these instantly? No, it does not mean that. But if you invested $9 and can make $900 or $480, that's pretty doggone good. Okay, so this one, since this one's highlighted, I do know that that's her jersey number. So someone's like, so you have to pay attention to those things. So that's another hint. If you're buying, if you get these packs of cards and you get a particular player's jersey number, understand that's going to be more valuable.
That's right.
Price it accordingly. Don't just go out there and be like, well, hey, I bought a $9 pack. I'm just going to double my money.
Yeah.
All right. There are going to be people who are in this thing and they are not sorry. There is nobody to call and say, well, you know what? I know my car should have been worth $1,000 or $5,000 and somebody bought it for $20. They're going to be like, it's on the blockchain. It's confirmed. There is no returns. There's no refunds. It's done. So understand those things as far as knowing when you're looking at some of these things, the jersey numbers, it definitely means something. It means that hey, there might be it might be worth some more money. So again, if you wanted to start getting even involved with picking up some of the WNBA players, and let's say you didn't get a pack of cards, you could still come here and find one of the good numbers that's available on here, and then you buy it, Okay,
That's
that's that. Just did I miss anything else on that?
No, you went over pretty much a lot of that information. You showed them where they can get the records and the sales history at the very bottom. That way they do know over time the sales have gone up and it's gone down. And so it's selling in a down market. You can do it, but you need to know the prices of the highest points that they were back, especially in March. That's when they were really peaking for this year. And they'll go back up and they'll go back down, but just knowing exactly when to price it and which kind of market you in, you always want to come and check that listings at the bottom or the sales records for that overall card.
And then I know and like I said, they have a help section up here too. That that you can definitely come in here and learn more about what the NBA Top Shot is talking about, because even like if you see the LE, because we've been doing it, we know that that's a limited edition. So meaning there's only going to be a certain amount of those cards. I think Jessica mentioned that a little earlier, because sometimes when you start looking, and let's say if I just go back to the LeBron cards, you'll see the difference in pricing as far as what these will be going for many times. So like this one right here, this one has a $15,000 15,000 pack of cards or his moments.
Mm-hmm.
This one has 750, which means, okay, again, that's the scarce. So you want to kind of look at those things when you're trying to figure out which one should you be buying or which one should you not be buying. The lower the number, guess what? The higher the price. So if you're just getting started, try to go to one of these other packs, that's maybe something like this. It may have 15,000, but try to get as close to number one as possible if you can, for even some of those packs, because when you really think about it, I know sometimes people say, well, man, 15,000 cards, that's a lot of cards, but a lot in whose eyes? Is like, how many people are in the world? And if we're just talking about this is still in beta, it's only kind of like a lot of US people who are either buying some of these moments. It's not like the whole world yet.
Right.
There's still a lot of upside on some of these things. Okay. There's definitely still a lot of upside. And so you'll see again, just to show you again, some of the other ones. So this one has 299 of LeBron moments. Okay. The floor is 49,000 on this moment. And if we click it, you'll see there may not be as many for sale. Select and buy. So this one, I see 150,000 for that one. That's moment number 6, and then 49,000. because they're trying to beat this 50,000, but somebody's gonna pay this $50,000 and pay $600 more for a better card. But it's just a preference. Would you go from 102 to 228? It's really just a preference. But again, they probably, if this particular pack of cards, I can't remember if this pack was this was a metallic gold. This might have been a $59 pack of cards at the time. And so we'll just look and see if it'll let me click it real quick.
Good old LeBron.
Yeah, LeBron has been good. Okay, it's not letting me, for some reason. They won't let me click this doggone moment. So, but again this is so the NBA Top Shot. I think that we both agree that, as far as, we were trying to give you guys something new. So I'm not just, if you, a lot of you guys are new. Some of you guys have been here, have been seen us talk before, so you're like, okay, I know about NBA Top Shot. Yeah, we'll be sharing more about other things, other projects and stuff, things that we're in, or things that we're invested in. But we want to start you off with something, so that when you guys come back, like I said, we're going to be on Tuesdays and Thursdays, 6 o'clock Pacific Standard Time on both of those days, and then also at 11 a.m. on Tuesday, 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So, but again, just to come on and keep talking to you guys about the NFT space. It is a growing space. I think OpenSea did, I can't remember how many billions of dollars in revenue this past last month.
That's
It's
right.
crazy how much money's coming into NFT space. But then everybody will be like, it's scary. I don't understand it. It's a scam. Okay, $1 billion worth of money, a scam. Okay,
Yeah.
I don't know what else to tell you, but it's $1 billion being spent over here for the scam.
and and yes, and to add to that, a lot of things, even like we are talking about NBA Top Shots, but NFTs in general, for art, for your kids, and for like my daughter, I have her doing 4D, 3D. There's so many different ways that you can make money doing NFTs. For those of you that may have any experience with art, you've been worried about putting your art out there. People may copyright it or use it, and you can't verify that it's your work. Well, the blockchain takes care of that. It verifies who purchased it, where it went, how many there were that sold. So for a lot of people that have artists that have those skills, you should be thinking about using NFTs for your business in many, many ways. Like I said, sometimes you have to buy the NFT in a digital, it goes in your wallet, but you go redeem that for a physical item. You may have to go get a pair of shoes. You may have to go get a special access to a website where you can get education. There's NFTs can be used in so many ways. And so we don't want to close your mind to just one thing that NFTs are getting used for. We're starting with the NBA Top Shots, and then there's going to be so many other NFTs that we're going to show you where it looks like it's just a picture or something. It's not a picture. There's community members behind that. There are lots of people that are supporting that project, believe in that project. They have roadmaps that are being built out. So it's kind of like you're investing in these projects. And if you believe who the people that are creating that project, you'll be able to create wealth for yourself. Because right now they're starting out and they just have maybe like Bored Apes. They may promise you that they're building out a metaverse for you to be able to go to. And a lot of times our kids and stuff, even with NBA Top Shots, the reason why they went to doing digital cards was because our kids, they're doing TikTok, they're doing Instagram, they're not immersed in other collectible ways that we are. So they thought about the future and what they were doing with things. So when you find projects and people that are doing things like that, you follow them, you watch them, and you grow with them. So a lot of these NFT projects offer that opportunity. They're going to say, hey, we have this, we're going to build this out for you, we're going to create this, and they're going to believe people are going to want to buy into that. And you're actually an owner into that because you actually own the NFT. So it creates a ownership, it verifies, it gives you ownership of items that you never had ownership before. We're founders in many different projects that are supposed to go to PlayStation 5. So if PlayStation 5 has a project, or that game goes to PlayStation 5 and now it's reaching millions of people, you don't realize how important it is to be a founder from the ground up. So right now, all of these projects, everything is so early, and we want you to be in it at that point. There's not too many things that you can invest in from the ground up, especially in technology. Blockchain is something that you can still have that opportunity with. The internet and all that has passed you, but I believe blockchain definitely gives you that opportunity of wealth.
Just you said it passed us. You're like,
You
you
get
missing
too
my
many
mom.
things.
You
Like,
missed
yeah,
that.
I'm like, it's high up there. You can't get into many things. $250 or $700, and you talking about you now got $100,000. You want to push accept on, and you over there debating it and like, should you or should you not? And that's your worst problem. That's the worst problem you got.
Yeah. Do I know? And I know even we were laughing, even talking about even Steph Curry. But it's like, okay, you have to look at some things even as far as with the board eight. So this one here, I think you guys, if some of you guys might be here, you might have seen my post. So not only do you own a board eight, but this was a free airdrop that you got for owning a board eight. So depending on what it was, like a little chemical vial thing or something for the board eight, but it turns into one of these apes, and y'all looking like, what are
Mutinate.
these things even? Who are these even people? It don't even matter that you don't understand who these people are. All I'm going to tell you is that this was a free airdrop that if you owned a board ape, you got this dropped into your crypto wallet. You got this for free. So if the floor price right now on these mutant apes, which are like, so how it works is like, okay, you have the board apes, and they like Big Daddy board. They the people. Okay, you like they the people, and then you like, okay, from there, then you got the mutant apes that are coming out. So what they try to do is that they understand not everybody can come in, and everybody's not going to come in here and spend $150,000 on no doggone something that looks like this. But they try to make a level for where people who are higher investors who wanted to come in and buy these things could have a position that they could come in on. But again, these were free airdrops that you get. So right here, right now, for sale for the free airdrop for owning the board ape. Anyone who owned the board ape got the free airdrop. This is down even from where it was at a couple of days ago. It was at 7 ETH. So right now, today, at today's price, your free airdrop is worth $20,461.
Yeah, and to add to that, the airdrops are to reward you for investing in them. So a lot of times they'll definitely give you an airdrop because you bought into them, you believed in the project before, especially as an early adopter. So they want to give back to you for you being an early investor. And so that airdrop is everything on projects. I mean, you could just hold that item, and even if you just hold that item and sell all the airdrops, you're going to keep winning.
Yeah.
So it's investing in the right projects, especially with those airdrops, like she was stating. It can be very lucrative at times if you're in the right project and they're just going to give you a NFT because you were part of their community from the beginning, because you've seen their vision and believed in them. You spent $250 or $750, and from there now you've got a board ape that's over 100 something $1,000. You just got an airdrop of a mutant ape that's over $32,000. And they did not even speak of the kennel dog that they gave you
Oh, I
before the
forgot about
mutant
that
dog
airdrop.
came out. Yeah,
I forgot
you got the
about
kennel dog.
my dog.
That was the first airdrop that
So
the
this was
board
the first
gave.
airdrop. You're absolutely right. The first airdrop.
Yeah, it's the first airdrop.
So again, owning the board eight, you got a free airdrop depending on which airdrop dog they gave you. The floor right now for the free airdrop dog that you received is $13,000. Okay, if you go back over, and like I said, I know most of you guys probably like, what are they even talking about? And all of these, we're just trying to give you some visual things for tonight. You're not going to understand a lot of these things,
That's
but
right.
at the same time, if your dog has different characteristics or is
And honey,
one of the rarer ones, let's just look at the radioactive one. So this one here, this particular airdrop is 6.5 ETH because it's more rare. It doesn't. There's not as many of them. So technically, go push the button to
scared.
make $24,000. That's the low. If you wanted to go sell it for the low price of the floor price of the 6.5, if you wanted to go to 6 ETH or whatever you're going to do, again, that terminology you guys may not even understand, but at the same time, it's a matter of just showing you as far as some of the projects of knowing which projects you get into is going to be important when you're in the NFT space. Because just I think you mentioned it earlier, we don't get into every
No,
drop of
no
everything
way. I can't.
because there's literally what every day you could literally get into
Cast some
something.
fishing nets. You'll have a zoo in your wallet.
You have a zoo in your wallet.
Yeah, it'll be, you'll have everything. Yeah, monkeys, apes, sheep, dogs, cats. You can have everything. Aliens, and it's all of those. So And not to say any of those, some of them are doing very well. So everything I named probably has a very good project. So I want to make sure I do not offend anybody.
Anybody?
Yeah, they have some very good projects and making some very good money. Just to say that.
Yeah, we ain't here to offend nobody. Look, we
Yeah,
just get
nobody
started.
perfect.
But it is. I think it's important. Again, if you're going to come into the NFT space, because you'll hear a lot of people talk about a lot of different projects. Can you buy something every day? Literally, you could buy something like every single day, all day long.
Yes.
But we don't. We'll be like, okay, you know what? Nah, that one kind of looked all right, but nah, there's got to be something better. And we
Mhm.
don't do a lot of stuff where we'll come in and be like, hey, I'm going to buy this and sell this tomorrow. Some like NBA Top Shot stuff. We're trying to give you guys a way to get started to where you may have to do that at the beginning.
That's
You
right.
may have to go, you may have to buy some stuff, and you may have to sell some stuff so that you can get your money. Get your money, get a snowball. I call it a snowball. Get a snowball effect to where you're like, okay, now I got enough money where I can go start buying some bigger things. But at the beginning, if you have a little bit of money, start where you're at. Don't let that be a reason why. Well, okay, I mean, you're gonna go spend $9 on by the time you go through Burger King or go to
Yeah,
get
that's
some
right.
coffee. You're gonna spend that, so you might as well go buy you a pack of cards.
That's right.
Okay, because again, there's gonna be situations where sometimes those things can really pay off for you. Now at NBA Top Shot, they have not done airdrops or anything like that. As far as if there was a couple things they have dropped some packs before, but that was like if you had a transaction problem or something.
They
But
give VIP trips and stuff so
oh,
for
they
being
did.
collectors
We
and
didn't
tick
win
yeah.
though.
So I mean yeah. So they
We
try to
didn't.
reward you with different things for that, but with that in that way.
Yeah, we didn't
Yeah.
win though.
Yeah.
We,
We didn't
we
win.
didn't get invited to that one.
Yeah, we
So
didn't get
let's
it
just
like
say it.
that.
They,
We're
they
waiting.
we was waiting to
Wait.
hopefully we thought we had got invited, but no, we didn't get invited to that one. But no, they,
That's
they had a thing where they gave away so many passes or for the when the Phoenix was playing. There was like the NBA Top Shot had a gathering, a get together. But again, I think the NBA Top Shot, even if you go to some of these professional games, they're doing things at the games now. They have they were in Vegas for the summer league stuff. They were NBA Top Shot is there. So again, you're saying, well, nobody's buying that stuff. Nobody's doing that stuff. If they at the arena, you think just like NBA Top Shot, just say, hey, you know what? Just bring your tarp over here. You can come on over here. That's not happening.
right.
They're at these games, so pay attention to these things, and not just be like, well, it's a scam. Don't do it. It's not worth it by saying that.
Right. And to add to that, some of those cards will be more scarce because you have to attend the game to get them. So they won't be giving it out to just the general. You have to be attending the game at the game, and a lot of people that don't understand the top shots may not get in the line. But hopefully, if you have a little bit of knowledge of the top shots and you see that they're set up and doing one inside the stadium, you'll now go buy some packs and buy the max amount of packs because you're not gonna want to. Because I'm telling you, you're gonna get them and you're gonna be like, okay, it's going up, it's going up, it's going up, it's going to keep going up. Why am I going to sell right now? Especially like for us, we had a long time term play with these, and we still do. Like having so many moments at all. I'm telling you
Right.
now, I'm like this is the kids' future. This is everything. This is a lot of things. So I'm like, so if you're invested and you know they're in beta, it's like you can go sell. I'm not telling you not to get back your profits because you definitely want to take back your initial investment and whatever you put into it. So if you can get one and you can go sell one card and you get all your initial investment back and you have time to sit on your collection, that's one thing. But some people are daily flippers, some people are initial investments.
Yeah.
Some people, these NFTs are their retirement. They did not
Yeah.
have a retirement. And
Yeah.
so it's just depending on who you are and what you're going to do with it. But that you do have to decide if you want to flip or if you want to have something as investments. So each person is different.
Because again, my sister pressured me to buy these cards. I have been blessed to be a part of the 0.1% top percentile
Yeah, that 1%.
of the collectibles in NBA
Point
Top
one,
Shot, though.
point one.
The 0.1
Yeah, okay,
percent.
that's amazing. That's amazing to be part of that.
So, but I'm like you. I'm like I understand as far as some people want to sell their moments. And I don't knock anyone for selling their moments.
Right.
But
If you
again, when I keep seeing all this big money coming over here and they keep talking about they're doing certain things and they're doing that, I'm like, sell for what? I don't want to sell for one because like I said, I'm not your CPA tax people. but I don't need to pay no more taxes. Right? Be flipping and stuff and paying all these taxes. Like, okay, no, we better save that for some retirement somewhere because that LeBron cards. I'm at
Yes.
one day, like when it's like that time, because y'all know I'm. Well, if y'all don't know, I am a fish. I am a fishaholic. I claim it. I will fish all day, every day, anytime. It does not even matter. Hot, cold, it
Yes,
doesn't even
girl.
matter. So, but I'm gonna buy me one of them bad boy boats one of these days. And LeBron
All
gonna
from
buy me a boat
NFTs. Yeah. All from NFTs.
off of NFTs. But again, like I said, I think for the most part, again, I think it's going to be important again for everybody, to participate. If you do buy these cards, you definitely can also make sure you go into some of their challenges that they may have. If they have some of the active challenges for showcases and so forth. So what I did, I was at the challenge. Go up and do some of the showcases. I literally
Yeah,
did a
those previews.
showcase and got rewarded for buying for doing this showcase. This was the WNBA one. You had to have so many moments, and then you could create a showcase with, I think it was like 5 WNBA moments, and they ended up dropping something to me. I was like,
I
okay,
think you
thank you
click
very
that
much.
previous. Click that previous button.
Oh, right here. Here we go.
Mm,
Thank you.
no problem.
So right here, these are the previous things that that you can participate in. Okay, these are the things that you can definitely participate in. Okay, Jessica. You know what? Let me just. You know what? I'm gonna open up a pack of cards. Let's see. So I think I end up doing one of these. Okay, so let's go up to my thing real quick. If I can remember what my doggone tabs. So let's go right here. So I'll open up. So this is some cards that I still have. I have cards that I've not opened for some months that I still have. But like, so for example, this is the WNBA pack of cards that I bought the other day. So actually, what was this one? Oh, let's open this one. I don't even know what this one was. I can't remember what I got it for, or if this was just a drop. So this is how the packs of cards would open up. Okay, so it was an early adopter. Okay, so I can open this one up to my report. Okay, so card 13,600 of Crystal Bradford. Okay, so that's one. That's how that. This is how the cards would end up opening up. You could come in and you see your different moments, and then from there you could either close it out and see exactly. And if I wanted to, we could have looked at the recording, but we're not gonna look at the recording. Okay, how about that? Okay, so let me just turn that one off. You can go here, but let's go back and let's just go done, and we'll open up another one. I think I have. Let's open this one here. All right, so I'll turn this sound. Hopefully, I'm not blowing y'all eardrums up by opening these doggone things because sometimes they can get loud. And so this was another one of the packs that came out. So this one has three different cards in it. So you'll come here. I can simply click that one. Okay, it's Jones.
Yes.
Like sometimes, like
Did
my
it.
kids, they be in
Yeah,
Miles. He don't be
tryna
he,
be
he
up
don't
on
watch
my
all his.
level. You don't got the
He'll
range
just
though.
Yeah,
watch.
I
You
want
be
that
mad,
song.
you do what I be getting paid for. Bad
So I got two
little
of her
baby to
cards
a
on
roster
in this
if I
particular.
need. So I just want the dollars, want
So
the
they gave us
euros, want
three
the
of them.
Last one here.
tryna be up on my level. You
Okay,
don't got the
Brianna
range
Jones.
though. You be
Okay,
mad, you
so
do
hopefully that.
for free what I be
Yes,
getting.
you did that.
Okay, so that's how your packs would end up opening up your packs. As you're on here looking at the different packs of cards, that you may get within for NBA Top Shot. Again, sometimes you're going to get some cards that will be like lower number. These cards were a little higher. You got 2,800, 6,900. Okay, you paid $9 for the pack of cards. Go
That's
sell
it.
one of them, get your $9 back, and then you got two
Yeah.
free cards. So
Yep.
I think it's important again, like you said, that we said, don't think that you're going to come in here and just get a number one pack of cards every single
Right.
time. It doesn't happen that way. But if you happen to get one, it's going to happen to pay you very, very well. Okay,
Yes.
I promise you. I promise you, it's going to pay you very well. So just I don't know what else you got to go got because I mean I don't want to hold everybody up. I know we've been on here for about an hour. We want to respect your time, and so just I don't know if you have anything else that you wanted to say about NBA Top Shot. Or
I
you think this?
know. I just want people to open their mind, know about NFTs, and try to start maybe if they can. I don't know everybody's financial. I'm not giving that financial advice, but like you say, if you can invest in a pack here and there, join the drop. It may get frustrating, but it's nothing but your time that you have to do. And so we'll
Oh,
also
you
be
know
doing
what?
some giveaways. I believe, are we going to be
Yeah.
doing? So you want to announce something about giveaway and that?
Yeah, we'll be doing giveaways too. So, if you guys are here, I know you guys are watching us live streaming. So, once we're going to have our Discord channel going too. So, when we're live, once you guys are in the Discord channel, you're going to have a little button that you're going to go in there and click. And then at the end of that, our whatever to when we're on talking, we will be giving out some NFT stuff. Because trust me, I got some NFT stuff. I do. I got a lot of NFT stuff. You won't get bored, Ape. I promise. So
Link open. Is
that,
that
that
rare? Is that Rarible
yeah,
link open so we can show them a little bit also of NFTs? Girly vibes.
right here.
It's just yeah,
Oh,
girly
so spell
vibes.
that for me.
GIRR
I can't.
LY. Yeah, girly vibes. YV.
Yep. Oh, I couldn't spell it.
You put GRYVIBEZ.
I think I found it.
Yes.
Cool. Thank you, Lord.
And so just to say a little bit before I
Oh
get
yeah,
off
here we
and
go.
give a little shout out to my daughter Akia. These are a lot of 3D 4D. Can you put the put on the one with the Bitcoin Ethereum? So I say that when
This one?
you have your kids, especially if they're creating anything, there are different ways that you can have them already making money. So I say NFTs. This is a one that's created by art. You can create your own art and sell your NFTs. There's ways you can make money and invest in yourself. And so definitely, we're going to, as like she said, we're going to be coming on and speaking to you so that you can look at this for in ways your family can also make money. I'm not
Mhm.
sure. There's lots of time we have family members that have are great artists and
Yes.
they just drawing that at home and not doing nothing else with it. But I think if they even know the opportunity that they can be doing with selling some of their art as NFTs on certain sites, it would be very valuable information. And so we definitely want to start coming on in here weekly and giving you guys all that information, all that knowledge, because it's power.
And I think I'm glad you said that because this is my niece, and I have been promoting my niece. So if you have been on my Facebook page, if you know anything about buying stuff, please support my niece. She has a lot of stuff, and I promise you, because of what we're doing, you're going to be investing into somebody that's going to be great, and your stuff is going to be worth some money. I promise you on that one. And so, but I think it's important too. If you are listening to us, we want you to have your kids come on because, as Jessica was saying, there's a lot of us in our family that have some, I mean, talented people that know how to draw. I mean, that are like fantastic. If
Yeah,
you are an artist and you don't know about NFTs,
I'm telling you,
you are missing money. I
money.
promise you, you are missing money. You
Go to the
need to
Rarible homepage.
go to
Sorry,
home.
go to
No,
the
you're
Rarible
good.
homepage real quick. And even if you went to the top 30, that first number one right there, 149 ETH.
Right here. That's the
Yes.
mutant name.
So yes. So anybody, yeah, mutant apes, any of them, the numbers that they see, the top 15, all those, all that is money. Some of these people are not artists that were known about at all, but they came on here and they started designing their art and put it as an NFT, and now they're selling it. They're selling it for
Mm-hmm.
$50, $100, $10,000. And so, we all know with art, it's what the person sees that's buying it. And so if you have a talent or a gift in any way with art, definitely keep continuing to join us and learn more about getting your NFTs and stuff like that out.
Yep. Very important. But please invite your children to come listen to what we're talking about. We need our kids to be doing this. If they are gifted and they're talented, we need to start putting their stuff out there and putting it in an NFT format so that they can start making some of this money. Because again, some of this stuff, when I start looking at it, I'd be like, what they selling that for? And I'd be like, they sold it for how much? And why did it sell for that much? We have some talented people in our community. I promise you, please, please, please start learning about NFTs. Make the money. This one right here, this person is, I mean, not that they're going to get it, but they want 100 ETH. Ethereum is $3,700 a piece. 377,000 is what they want for this particular picture. Now, if they are somebody, trust me, if they are somebody, they
They
won't
were some.
they won't have a problem selling this for
Getting
100 ETH. We just got to get you to get the information so that you can be somebody, so we can show you what you need to do as far as, hey, this is what you need to do to get your name out there. This is what you need to do. That's what we're doing with my niece. My niece has been doing some fantastic stuff. She sold quite a bit of her art already, and like I said, as she becomes more and more famous, the value just continues to increase. The value continues to increase. So once again, I think I'm good. Jessica, are you good on everything?
Yes, I thank everybody for joining us.
Yeah.
Had a great evening, our first show, so
Yeah, first show.
it's
I'm proud of us,
exciting.
sis. I'm proud of us.
Yes,
So again, thank you
proud.
all so much for joining us. Like I said, we will be trying to answer more of your questions. Feel free, I'm gonna tell you, sometimes our Discord and our Telegram and WhatsApp, you private message me. I am not trying to ignore you, but my thing looked like this, and I'm going fishing. So I, I may not see your message so please forgive me. I'm not trying to ignore you at all. But again, once again, thank you all so much, so much, so much for participating in our first show. And like I said, we do plan on being here every Tuesday and Thursday at 6 o'clock Pacific Standard
Yes.
Time, and also on Tuesday at 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. If you miss us, make sure you catch us on our YouTube channel. We're going to start actually also putting stuff on our YouTube channel for you guys. We'll be doing some recording and so forth to try to give you guys some tips and so forth, or some videos where we think might help you. So follow us on our YouTube channel. If you're my other techie youth people, if y'all on Twitch, we are actually on Twitch too. So I feel like if you want to follow us on Twitch, you can definitely follow us there also. So once again, you guys have a blessed evening. Thank you so much again for joining in with us, and we will see you all on the next one.
Have a good night.